Let's walk the talk.
702. We take a look at a very interesting topic now on listener's choice: people's relationship with AI. How do you relate with it? You remember when AI burst onto the scene a little over 2 years ago? Many people thought it was just something that would come and go. It was new and a bit unfamiliar, and some feared it. Some still do, but a lot also dismissed it and said, this thing will come and go. Fast forward to today, and artificial intelligence has quietly become a companion of sorts. It's an advisor to all of us, a tutor, a therapist, and for some perhaps even sometimes more than that. But what does our growing reliance on AI say about us as human beings? And I would argue that that reliance is growing. Of course, it has had its mishaps, its challenges, its glitches, but so many people are reliant on AI. Some use it to do their work. Some use it for sending out emails. Some use it for different stuff. Legal advice. You have an issue that you need clarification on, or you need to respond formally to a lawyer. You pretend that you are an amazingly intelligent person by using legalese through AI and send and respond almost efficiently to the lawyer, whilst we know that you are not that smart, but it helps you nonetheless. It's a crutch that some have used effectively. And we have asked Johan Stein, founder of AI for Business and an expert therein, to come and help us with that discussion. Johan, thanks for your time. Welcome to 702.
Thabo,
good morning to you.
Thank you. Good morning to you too. Thanks for having me.
I mean, how remarkable is this moment, Johan, that 3 years ago, none of us would have imagined that millions of people would be so reliant on AI every single day. This is something to remark on, isn't it?
It is, Thabo. Look, AI has been around for about 60 years. People don't always realize it. Yes, the concept, it's been very academic. But then we had this chat GPT moment that you're referring to. And I often speak about the pre and the post-chat GPT world. Look, we as humans have been tool makers for probably about 320,000 years. And we are relying on the tools we make. We use tools to make other tools at Thabo. It's the first time in our history that the tools we make, AI, can now make tools by itself. And that is the scary aspect. And it all goes back to what we as humans resonate with it, how we use it. So I think this is a lovely topic to talk about.
Yeah. And I mean, it has evolved so rapidly, almost so quickly. Just when we thought this thing will just throw you off completely. I remember my first time using it, I was battling with literature review. I think it's chapter 2. And I had used AI just to get the structure and to familiarize myself with what was required for my schoolwork. And what it gave me, it produced fake references that could not be found. But notwithstanding that, the structure was amazing. How has it evolved thus far? Is it becoming better and better every day?
It will never outpace common sense, Thabo. And you've mentioned hallucinations, and we've seen it even in April, when our government released the AI National Policy for review, and then they pulled it back saying there was some hallucinated references. Look, I use it like probably 9 or 10 hours a day. My whole life is based on it. My whole business runs on it. Thabo, I'm a one-man show. I'm a consultant. I've got 7 new employees that I've built over the last 6 months. They are all AI agents. They work for me. They don't give me any HR issues. They don't go on leave, but they make mistakes.
Basic income.
Yes. So every piece of research I do, or every email I write to a client, and the AI is amazing to help me. In my view, about 20% of the time, irrespective of the platform you use, it gets it wrong. So So you can never, because you are super busy or super lazy, just copy and paste it and hope for the best. It makes mistakes, but if you learn how to use it responsibly, if you still use your own mind and your own expertise, it is an incredible tool to use. But I think to the topic of our chat today, Thabo, I'm a big Anthropic Claude fan, and I use ChatGPT and all the others. But if it shuts down today, I'm in deep nonsense because I don't know if I can do my work without the AI anymore.
Listen, you preempted me because I was going to ask about the level of reliance. How reliant are we on AI currently? And I had remarked to my colleague, Bongani Bengwa, earlier on, as I was having an exchange with him, that there are some media houses that use AI to fine-tune the articles that we read in their various platforms on a day-to-day basis. How reliant have we become on AI?
We are completely reliant, and Thabo, I don't think it's some media houses. I think it's everyone. It doesn't mean it's fake. I mean, it helps me when I write articles because English, like with you and many others, is not my first language. It helps me structure it. It helps me, obviously, with the spelling and grammar. It's still my thinking. I don't just put like one line into the prompt and hope for the best. I do extensive research before I publish. But look, our whole economic system globally, our banking system is reliant on technology, and it has been for decades. I think now that it's easier to use AI for us as, call it normal people, non-experts, we are becoming more and more reliant. And I don't think it's a bad thing if it makes you better, more productive, if it helps you make more money, if it helps you add more value to your customers, it's a good thing. I do worry about our cognitive abilities, Thabo. I think it is declining. There's a lot of research showing it. I'll give you an example. If you asked me 10 years ago, what is 235 minus 28? I would answer you immediately. There's no way I can do it now because it's not a skill I need anymore. My phone can do it for me. But now that brings us to our kids. I've got a 12-year-old in primary school. Our education system globally is not preparing them for the future, where we have to learn stuff that we memorize and then we repeat it in the exam and then we forget the next day. I actively, Thabo, encourage my kid to use ChatGPT for his homework. I don't think he should learn this nonsense, repetitive stuff. But what we don't teach them, and parents should, of course, and hopefully teachers do, is critical thinking, common sense, ethically and safely using AI, and being a good person. Help other people. I often say, and I'll just stop with this part. Are you a net contributor to people or a net consumer? Do you actually mean something to people, whether you use AI or not? Does it make us stupid? In a certain sense, I think it does. I'll pause there for now.
I'm going to encourage our listeners to participate and jump in and not send their voice notes or text messages using AI. Let them genuinely type out messages. My guest is Johan Steyn, founder of AI for Business, and he's an expert in that field, and we are asking about your relationship with AI thus far. How has it been? How often do you use it? Are you even aware that you can extend it to various areas of your life? And how has it benefited you? How has it challenged you? Please share that with us. I'd love to hear.
Let's walk the talk.
702. Johan Steyn is my guest. He's a founder of AI for Business, an expert in the area, and we are speaking about people's relationship with AI. How is it playing a role in your daily life? How has it changed your life? Or if you're completely oblivious to AI's existence, share with us on. Thanks very much for that, Mongezi. 25 after 11. Johan Steyn, your thoughts?
Oh, two great comments, Thabo, and they dovetail. So let me just comment on that. So exactly the first comment about which tool is good for what. Some, like Perplexity, which was mentioned, is my go-to tool for research. It's very good with finding citations, academic work. It's very good for building a business case, market research. ChatGPT for me is great with idea forming, brainstorming. Look, I'm an evangelist of Claude because it's really such a powerful platform. But the only platform I pay for is Claude. But I use all of the rest, and I often would give them all the same prompt and then copy and paste what they say into the other platforms to see which eventually gives me the best answer. So Copilot was mentioned, Thabo, if you work in a corporate, and because what you don't want is these open platforms where you don't know where your data is going. So for instance, as good as ChatGPT is, never put in your salary or your payslip or your customer information into it. I think Microsoft Copilot is the go-to tool that most big corporates use because it's safe to use. And that brings us then to this free and paid and agentic AI that I want to quickly comment on. My recommendation is always pay for one tool only, especially if you're a business, because before you know it, your licensing cost increases so significantly that you get a shock at the end of the month. Also, the people that... Yep, go on.
Apologies, Johan. Just very quickly, out of time interest, share quickly about the costs, if you will, a bit briefly.
Look, most tools are around about 12 to 20 US dollars per tool or per seat.
Okay.
And they are powerful, but don't give it to everyone in your business. Give it to maybe head of HR, head of finance, etc. And then just quickly, these agents, it's becoming more and more easy to build an agent, which is something that does work for you. And I've built a number of them on Monday mornings. I've got research on AI. I've got research on my customers. If you, and you don't, and I'm going to just close with this maybe, Thabo, you don't have to be technical. Don't be lazy. Use common sense. And if you don't know what to tell the AI to do, ask the AI what you should tell it to do. Brainstorm with it. Everyone can use this stuff.
Yeah. Fantastic. Quick text message came from, it's not signed here. It said, let me go straight to that one. I think it was Thabo saying something very interesting. That, oh yeah, here we go. Apologies. It says, hi Thabo, I'm not an AI denialist. I use it for work to analyze and make sense of data for decision making. I, however, think humans are taking it too far. For example, having a love affair or girlfriend or boyfriend with it boggles my mind. How are we taking something as emotional as love and relationships to an emotional machine? Johan?
Oh, look, it's a huge topic. It is so relevant. A lot of people globally are finding solace in AI. They are alone. They are, like many of us, we, especially post-COVID, we have mental issues. We are lonely.
Yeah.
We are no longer in our tribes. We live far from our family. So it's so easy to rely on AI. And remember, AI will always be your best friend, will always tell you what you need to hear. And this love affair with AI, it sounds so funny. It's a huge topic. So I think it's a relevant point that your listener mentioned there. Let's stay human. Let's do good for other people. Go out of the house now and then. Go do some soup kitchen work with your church. Don't just use ChatGPT all the time.
Yeah. Johan, how do people reach you?
My website is AI for Business. So it's AIFOR business.net. I love it when people reach out. LinkedIn is there, my email. So I love to learn from people. So happy for anyone to reach out, Thabo.
Johan, I loved chatting to you.
Me too,
and
to you.
I'm hoping that we can chat again
Absolutely.
in the near future.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it. Johan Stein is founder of AI for Business and also an expert in the area. We were asking about your relationship with AI. Exactly 11:30. Let's walk the talk. 7:02.